Greetings, mathematicians. This is Mrs. Mounts, and today this video is going to help you name angles. But first, let's get to the Laffy Taffy jokes. I bet you guys probably figured that one out. All right, think of baseball. All right, let me get my screen switched here. And this is your notes, so you are going to fill in along with me. And after you get your notes done, you will be able to name the angles when presented a figure. So let's get to it. Let's do a little bit of review here. So in our first section, we did talk about what a ray is. And as you notice here, there are two rays that form this angle, and they call that the sides of the angle. Now, where the two rays kind of go off, they go off from the vertex, and that vertex would be at A. So if we were to name the rays for this angle, we would have ray AC, and then don't forget about the symbol that goes above it, and we would have ray AB. Now there's a couple different ways that we can name this ray, and we're going to do this one together. The first way that we can name it is that it has a number. Now, this is an interior angle, and so we could name this particular angle, angle 1. And we kind of use that less than sign. It just indicates an angle. We also can name it by its vertex. Now, the reason we can do that, it is a single angle. So we could also name this angle A. Couple other ways that we can name this angle, we can use 3 letters. You can see that we have 3 letters there, but the important thing to remember is the vertex needs to be the middle letter when we name the angle. So one of the angles is going to be CAB. We can see that A is that middle letter, and then we can just reverse it. We could name this angle BAC. And the vertex A is still in the middle. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video and I want you to practice on this figure. Okay, so you go ahead and practice on this figure, hit pause. When you're done, you just come back to the video. Well, one of the names that we can use for this angle is angle 3. We can also use the vertex, angle U. And then we can name it with the 3 points, just making sure U is in the middle. We can name it angle VUT. And then we can do the reverse, angle TUV. All right, how did you do? Hopefully it's not too bad. Let's practice now if we end up having a figure where we have 2 angles. Okay, so let's talk about that so we understand the different angles that we are seeing here. Now, the one thing we cannot do, we cannot name this angle angle Q. The reason being there are 2 angles here, 2 different angles, so we can't say angle Q this time. So let's see how we can name these. Let's start with angle 1. What are another name for angle 1? Well, you can see this is an interior angle of SQR. Or remember, we can go that opposite way. So we can also name it angle RQS. And then we have another angle. We have angle 2. Let's see the different ways that we can name angle 2. We could go PQS, or again, we can do the reverse, SQP. All right, so to practice this, I want you to go to Clever, Big Ideas Math. The assignment's going to say 1.5, name the angle. And I gave you 6 problems to practice. Remember, in the bottom left-hand corner, you are going to check before you move on to the next question. And then when you get done with all 6 of these, make sure that you submit.